Robert.
And I'm Vanessa.
And we are late to the party, and we have another double dose of Schmoedown goodness for you today.
Yes, we've got Funhaus versus...
Kinda funny.
Kinda funny.
And we've got Ben Bateman versus...
Scott Mantz.
The Mantz Man and the Boss. And in that situation, I've got to stick with my team action allegiance. I am going for Ben Bateman.
For me, I'm going with the face, and I'm going Scott Mantz.
Movie release dates. I'm really
Which will
looking
be-
forward to seeing if that does come to a head.
Yeah, that will be really interesting because as we saw Ben Bateman at the live event, and when they got the movie release dates, they did really, really well on that
They
category.
sure did.
So
Yeah.
that should be an interesting play depending on who gets that one.
And if you actually go back and watch the match that we had with Team Action as well, they had a movie release dates question in their action category as well. So, first up, I'm assuming more than likely is going to be Kinda Funny versus Funhaus. And for that one, I love Scarpino. And he's really the only one I know, but he's not the best when it comes to the trivia. So, but
We're going Kinda Funny.
So yeah, I'm going Kinda Funny because they kind of make me laugh. But all in all, let's get into this double dose of Schmoedown goodness now.
This is not going to go well. There he is. Hey, Alex!
Hey, Dad.
Thanks for coming over.
Sure.
Congrats again for the live event.
Oh, yeah.
You really smoked them. It was fantastic.
Thanks.
So I've got some interesting news.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Sam Witwer is not able to compete for the next couple of months. He booked a couple gigs and he's unavailable. We've talked with him and we don't know when he's going to come back.
Okay.
And I feel really bad because I know you two had planned this big title fight.
Yeah.
And we've talked it over and we've decided that we're actually going to make you the reigning Star Wars champion because he's unable to fulfill his duties, and so it's all yours. Congratulations.
New
That's
belt.
a beautiful
Yeah.
belt and all, but I don't even want to touch it right now.
What do you mean? You're the Star Wars champion.
No.
Congrats.
No, I think I need to earn it. I can't just take it. That's not fair.
So you mean I have to find you another competitor?
Could you,
Yes.
just put out some feelers, find someone that thinks they could take me on?
Gee, I mean, I'm gonna have to make an open call. I can't give it to Ken. Ken can't compete right now, so I'm gonna have to find someone. Okay.
He's like, damn it.
All right. Fine. Well, I'll try to find somebody. If you can make it back for the collision, I'll get you a competitor.
Yeah, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you, Thad.
All right.
Make it back.
Job never ends.
Atlanta ain't that close. Had to fit in that whole Alex thing, like on his one trip there, man, because it's expensive
Most
to fly.
likely, yeah.
Yeah, we looked into it. It's pricey. Funhouse.
You've made a great decision to tune in to the movie
Brienne at the table.
We have a spectacular team match today, and I am honored.
It's cool
to
they
be
got
that
Brienne
matchup.
though at the table
And
for
I'm
the
honored
Patreon matches.
To be
Makes sense.
joined
She's kind of
by
spearheading all the
Brienne
Patreon.
Chandler,
She's
Miss
doing a
Movies,
wonderful
the
job with it.
2000, what year is this? 18 free-for-all winner, making her debut today.
Oh my goodness, free-for-all winner. I'm just as shocked as you are about actually having achieved that.
Can I make a confession to you? I was
sure.
at the announcer
Okay, yes.
booth when this was happening, and I was looking at the math, and I was looking at the way you were
Okay.
playing, and I was looking at the way you've been making choices lately
Oh.
for your own benefit, something I love and respect, and I was like, I think she's got this. I wish I'd bet on you. I would have won a lot of money. So congratulations to you.
How much can you win if you only put on $20?
I'm not good at math.
48,
Other
a
people
lot.
are. But
Okay.
here's the thing, I recently had some problems at the live movie trivia Schmoedown.
I did see
some
that. I was
things
there.
worked against me. Fair question in the end that got me. So I could still use a title shot if you, want to find it in your
You
heart.
know what?
Let me know.
I'll put you on the list of all the people that are interested. I will.
Should put
I
you in
did that,
the
but I mean,
book.
you came to me before. This is the second
Burn
time
book.
that you're
Yeah.
coming to me to ask for this.
Right.
I mean, not directly ask for this, but indirectly.
Understood. understand completely. Well, let's talk about today's match, Brianne. We have got some teams making their debuts, but also a returning player who knows the rules, but maybe is looking for a little bit of redemption here. We have Kinda Funny, which is Nick Scarpino and Game Over Greggy, versus Funhaus, James and Elise from Rooster Teeth. What do you know about these teams?
What I know about these teams is they are very big in the video game industry.
Yes.
And they are very big on Patreon as
Yes.
well. And that's actually how I found Kinda Funny. I was a patron of theirs. I still contribute to them as well. And I basically paid to go on their show through Patreon. And that's how we got here. That's how they're here.
And
Nice.
for those experiences, it's led you to be work extensively and have office hours with the Schmoedown Patreon. That's going pretty good.
That's right. Because of my relationship with Kinda Funny, that's the reason why we get to do this today.
What do you feel about these teams? We're going to hear from them in a second with their promos, but I want to know what you know right now about these teams coming into this match.
Oh, coming into this match, gosh, I know that Nick is really hungry. He's hungry for that win. James and Elise are new, so I don't know what they're going to bring to the table, but I do know that they're going to know something about Jim Henson for sure, because I know Elise is a Muppet connoisseur.
You know what? As
You
someone
don't see
who
much
grew up
Muppet
on the
questions
Muppets
in there,
and used to
though.
watch the Muppet Babies every Saturday
Yeah.
morning up
Our
until I
Muppet
was
connoisseur
probably
is trash.
comfortably old to be
Sure.
watching it for the demographic. I respect that a lot there. Well, let's not give our own insight here. Let's hear directly
Unless
from
you
the
want to
teams.
talk
Some
Muppets Take
promos
Manhattan.
now.
Ladies and gentlemen, you asked for it, you got it. I'm back. One of the top competitors in the singles league, and I was like, you know what's better than losing over
in a
there?
belt.
Maybe winning in doubles. That's right. I am here, and I am tired of getting my ass kicked in by myself, so I brought in some backup.
My name is James, and this is
My name's Elise, and we're
Yeah.
from Funhaus.
Funhaus is a comedy gaming channel.
She kinda looks like Britta.
known for obscure movie
Britta.
references
Oh,
and
Britta.
things that shouldn't be referenced, and yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should stop doing that.
Ladies and gentlemen, they call him the gruesome Greggy. They call him the Game Over Greggy. They call him the champ, where I'm from. Please let me introduce. It's my honor to introduce you, my partner today, Mr. Greg Miller. Trending Gamer 2015, Greg Miller.
Schmoedown, people! I'm sorry.
You got their own belt?
I didn't know this thing mattered on YouTube. We've been sending D-League Nick Scarpino to come represent Kinda Funny.
We're here today because Nick Scarpino challenged us. He thinks that this is going to be an easy win.
He hasn't had an easy
It's
in his
not.
life.
No.
No.
I think he's some people are undefeated. I think he's defeated.
Kinda Funny is 100% getting their first victory in
Cheer on.
Schmoedown today. It's time, and it's about time.
Adam Kovic, start building 2 caskets, because once I beat the Willemses, I'm gonna fucking murder him.
Okay.
This isn't a joke. This is a confession.
It doesn't sound like it. You've made everyone
Then
scared
I'm
behind
coming
the
for
camera.
Lawrence Sornertagger.
Okay, he's a good guy. Be careful.
He's a coward too.
All right.
Here's what's going to happen today. Kind of
His
funny.
eyebrows.
You give us those
Angry.
Muppets questions. You give us those Mission Impossible questions.
Oh, give it to us.
You're going to lose.
Listen, you can't pick the questions. If you could, maybe you'd have a chance. But those questions, they're going to fall on us like raindrops. And we're going to open our mouth. We're going to fill our mouths with those questions. And when we spit that water in your face, you're going to be 0-4, buddy.
Are we going to be provided water?
Do we get water?
Do we get any water?
Yeah, we get water. So we'll do that.
It's going to be the water.
It's gonna be a water world.
All right, you see there, Funhaus kind of saying they're here, they're ready to make their claims, make
Kevin
their stamp on the
Costner.
league. But I find this interesting, this dynamic with Game Over Greggy and Nick Scarpino. They've known each other. They work together.
Yes.
They drink La Croix together. All right, I think that's how you say it. I'm not French.
La Croix.
But
Spring water.
there's sort of a weird dynamic going on here, right?
Is there a weird dynamic?
Well,
I mean, I guess from this promo for sure, there's definitely, my ears are definitely not
A lot
hearing
of screaming.
properly right
yeah,
now.
absolutely. But I see what's going on here. Scarpino struggled. He's a popular player. Sometimes you don't get the questions in the end that you want. I don't think I think he's back for a little bit of redemption. But Game Over Greg could come back, kind of saying, we're going to do this right, and we're going to make our name better.
He's putting him in his place.
Yeah.
He's getting him to get this win today.
And I do have championship belt envy there with some of the stuff going on there. All right, those are the promos. Here are the strengths. Brian, you tell me if I'm wrong about this. Talking to both teams before the match, kind of funny how their strengths include video games. Now, I've asked them if that's video game movies or just like me, good at managing my budget on MLB The Show 18. I don't know. Franchise mode. Comic book movies and loud yelling. Would you agree?
Loud yelling. 100%.
With Funhaus, we've got bad movies, which I actually think is an interesting strength because if you can quote dirty work like I can, you know Norm Macdonald's film canon, it might come up at some point in the competition, James Bond movies and the aforementioned Jim Henson
with Artie Lang
I'm
as
looking
well.
forward to that Jim Henson slice on the wheel. It's a new slice, something that the patrons have been asking for. This is our Patreon match today.
Ooh.
So if you are a patron and you support at the $5 level or above, you are going to get this a week before everyone else. This is coming out June 29th to you, and to everyone else it will come out the next
I love getting things early, especially like tacos at Del Taco before they open. It's a good thing. All right,
Oh, it's
with
about that
said,
Del Taco
Brianne, I
there,
think
kids.
it's time
We've got
to
one
get into
that's
this
far away
match
from
and
us.
some intros
Yeah.
and get the teams out
Never
here.
been.
So I asked the fans, are you
We're
ready?
going to Del
Because it's
Taco after
time
this.
for Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Well, 3 rounds.
We'll tell them that Ken sent us.
And they'll be like, who the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
Introducing first.
And then we walk out and they go back to the back and they got a picture of the pit boss and they start praying to him. With taco offerings.
With a record
It's just
of 0 wins and 0 losses. Ready for a new start. It is James and Elise, Team Funhaus.
Oh, snap.
Is that Tom Cruise? It's not Tom Cruise. I thought it was. I thought he was here.
They got this. They got this.
They've got the lap down. Which I appreciate.
They know how to do this. I like the Tom Cruise
Giving
match.
action
I
run
have
for their
seen
money.
James wrestle in a wrestling ring. I've seen him. He knows how to do this game here. It's going to be exciting. But here are their opponents. Representing themselves and some drink called
LaCroix.
They are Game Over Greggy and Nick Scarpino. They are Kinda Funny.
There he is.
Scarpino out first.
Looks like LaCroix on his shirt.
See, this is what
you
I'm
gotta
talking
open it
about.
for him. Aww.
Holding the curtain open for Greg Miller.
It is a different dynamic
You
for a
can see
team.
right there.
Oh!
Wow.
There's something going on in the audience right now.
Game Over Greggy has got some words for the audience. I think he's yelling at John Roca, but John Roca often just yells into the air normally. So they are out.
Great start.
Yes, Scarpino's
All right.
here. He's the only one with the experience. Let's see how that plays coming in here. All right. Well,
It's true, though. He
both
doesn't
teams
know
are
the
at
game, and
desk.
people get
Brianne,
tripped
we're
up
gonna go
over the
the
game
rules.
itself.
We are going to go over the rules.
This is
for
round one. Funhaus, are you ready?
We're ready.
We're ready.
Yes, I love it.
I love this show.
Funny.
We love you.
Are you ready? Kind of
Could
funny.
not be more ready.
We're ready, Tony Schiavone.
Whoa,
That's
whoa.
right. Here we go. That is time.
Fool yourself.
Let's get ready to Schmoedown. 3 rounds to a finish. All right, Brianne, Miss Movies has the first question coming in.
The first question comes to you in the form of movie quotes. The quote, "You mean you have to use your hands? That's like a baby's toy," is featured in which time travel film?
How funny.
Yes.
Is that what we're going
Yes.
with?
Yes. Yes. Sorry for the stumble. Yes.
Smooth operation you run here.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, first one's out. How do you feel? You good? You going? We're gonna.
Oh.
We have
Or
a
so.
countdown
What
here.
actor
5,
says it?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Elijah
Looking
Wood.
for answers.
Nick, show us your answer,
Back to the
please.
Future 2?
That's correct for a point.
Oh, I did the first one. I forgot it was the second one.
Whoa.
See you later.
We have 3 rounds. 3 rounds. Elise.
I
wasn't in it. I
I knew it was in Back to the Future, but I forgot it was
Sorry,
in 2,
Tom,
but I knew it was
sorry.
Elijah Wood.
Game over, Greg.
That would have been
Back
horrible.
to the Future Part 2.
That is correct.
Hey,
Thank you,
boys.
Tony Schiavone.
Thank you.
Listen, I've never seen this, whatever they're talking about, but I'm pretty sure it's from Toy Story 3.
Incorrect. Kind of funny.
That was a good guess, though, I will say.
Point
Yes.
lead.
I just realized she's doing Tom Cruise, and it's spot on.
It's
It is.
spot on. Really good.
I'm glad you just picked that up just now. Just now.
Greg.
Okay, now
Oh.
I'll get the
All right, second question. Second question
Outsiders, then?
comes in the category of action/adventure. In what film do two boys and a girl hitchhike across cross-country to compete in the Ultimate Video Game Championship featuring Super Mario Brothers 3? You don't once hitchhike for an entire
Don't fuck
song.
this up for me, Nick.
Love the power
You
glove.
hitchhiked once before?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
bad.
Greg is really,
I don't
really
remember the name of
fired
the
up
movie.
today.
5,
I don't remember if there's a the in front of it or not.
Oh my god, I will remember.
1. Time's up.
Come on,
Pens
guys.
down. Pens down. Looking for answers. Starting with Elise.
Oh, come on, just write something. Write something, Tom.
You weren't in it.
Not too late, audience. You can get behind the winners.
All right, Greg.
The Wizard.
That is
Damn it.
correct for the point. James.
Wizard.
That is correct for a point.
We will accept that.
There you go. Look at them. That's all Nick Scarpino needed.
Keep it up, buddy.
Totally would
Little
not
emotional
remember that.
support.
All right, coming up in
Tabazone Dinosaurs. We went to that filming
Question
location.
3
Check out our
comes to you
vlog.
from comedies. A 35-year-old video game tester has to move in with 3 elderly women in what film?
My apartment lease is up next month, and I think this is a good plan of action.
You know what? This is definitely a plan of action for you specifically.
Yeah, I'd be okay with it.
New high score. What does that mean?
You could
Did I
make
break
it
it?
like a Golden Girls reboot.
3, 2, and 1. Pens down. Look for answers. Starting with Gabe.
Starting with Greg.
Yeah.
Alan
Grandma's
Covert is the
That's correct.
grandma's boy.
Excellent.
James.
Mama's boy.
Oh, so close.
Scarpino.
Grandma's boy.
Correct.
There it is.
Tom Cruise.
It's Grandma's boy.
There you go. Finally, on the board.
All right.
Exciting.
Your fourth question comes in the category of directors. Directors. Who directed Labyrinth? Who directed Labyrinth? You enjoy that film?
I enjoy that film. This is one of the movies that I probably watch most frequently in terms of sci-fi.
Fieries scare me.
Oh, I'm sorry about
5,
I've actually never seen The Labyrinth
3,
all the way through.
2,
Maybe the first
1.
half hour.
Pens down, looking for answers. We're
It's a
starting,
pretty good
James.
movie.
I'm
That's what
gonna
I've
go
heard.
Jim Henson.
That's correct for a
Correct.
point. Scarpino.
And
That
she
makes more sense.
missed
I put
it.
Robert Zemeckis. I was just
I mean,
And she missed the
God,
Muppet
director at the
question?
time. Elise.
I don't know why I put Frank Oz.
Damn.
No.
You think too much, Tom.
I could see.
I can
My
see
Lord
it.
Savior Jesus Christ in Hood
But his are more
I
like
have.
no,
I have.
normal
unfortunately,
family
can't correct
films.
the answer
Yeah.
at this time.
He's the reason for the season.
Boy, oh boy, you're gonna be up. You're gonna be up tonight. Think about that one.
Yeah, that was a hard one.
Yeah, the jacket
It's
comes
okay, I
off.
missed the candle question the first time.
Right.
You never live it down.
Moving on to question 5.
Gin or so.
This is movie
Felicity
release
Jones.
dates. Double Dragon and Street Fighter both came out in what year? If you don't know, just guess a year. That's what
You
I
could
do.
pick. There's like over 100 years to choose from.
Maybe
Where's Street
even
Fighter?
200? Who knows?
I don't
We're
know.
getting there.
I don't know when time starts or ends.
5,
Watch, it's going to be a year off.
3, 2, 1. Starting with Nick.
Stab in the dark. 1992.
You are close, but no cigar on that. Elise?
1994.
Yes,
correct for
you got
points.
it.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Or
Greg,
knew the
Are
whole
we talking about the movies or the games?
we're talking about the movies. This is the movie trivia schmo.
I feel like that wasn't clear enough. I guessed for the games 1988.
Thank you for that guess.
Yeah.
I appreciate it,
Because the
James.
movies came out before this.
1997.
Oh no!
Still ahead.
Oh, he's 80.
We'll get, still on. Elise. Elise has this one there. All right.
No one saw Double Dragon. No one saw it.
I saw it.
I saw it too.
Scott Wolf in
Sixth
that?
question comes
A
in the
long time
category
ago.
of horror.
Horse?
Horror. Yes.
Horror.
What horror franchise
What's my
based?
mother have to do with this?
Whoa.
Oh,
Horror franchise based off a video game stars Mila Jovovich.
How many horror movie game franchises could there be, really?
Do you know I have the same dress you have?
Do you?
Like 5,
Two?
I'm very excited
4,
to see that.
3, 2,
I love the score
1.
of the
We
first
are
one.
looking for answers starting with Elise.
Resident Evil.
That's correct for
Correct.
points.
Yeah.
Game over, Greggy.
Resident Evil.
That's correct. Take
Yes.
7-5 lead. James.
Resident Evil.
Absolutely. Keeping pace.
Check it out. Resident Evil.
There
table.
you go. We have
Excellent.
an 8-6 lead. Close game as we Starts to come to the
Like a
end
lovely girl. I don't know why they'd call her that.
of round one.
Yeah, there's only 2 more questions remaining. This is number 7, and it is documentary. What documentary is about breaking the world record for the highest score on Donkey Kong?
I get
What?
the reference now.
Hey, I'm wearing a Donkey Kong dress.
I love that documentary. There's also like pinball
I
one.
don't remember what the name of the
Funhaus cheating.
Prying eyes.
Thomas
Prying eyes.
He's got mirrors in there?
All right.
Greg, show us your answer, please.
King of Kong.
We'll
Thank
accept
you.
that, absolutely.
King of Kong.
That is correct.
Skull Island.
King of Kong.
Kong, we got a 10-point
I want you
there.
guys to be more excited when I.
I would be, man. I'd be all up in Nick. I remember still when we went to the free for all and he was there. We had just done a reaction to his video. I didn't realize it was him. You can see in our video when it pans to him, he's all like, and then I just keep going because I didn't realize it was
Your
Nick.
final question is coming
I
up,
feel so
Brian.
bad.
This is a Patreon question.
It is a Patreon question. We're very excited about that because this is our Patreon match. And so, here it comes.
Who's it brought to us by?
Harold Gruntegern, which I'm sure I've butchered that. I asked him how to phonetically spell it, but he never really spelled it out for me.
I love
so
that.
that's just how it's going to be.
It's like a Douglas Adams Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy name. I love it. The category that he chose because of his support on Patreon is animation. Animation. Your final question in this round is, Don Rickles voiced what character in the Toy Story films?
If you could voice a character in the Toy Story films,
I
come up with something
would have
different.
been
Al's Toy Barn
five.
is who I would want to voice.
Three,
Wayne Knight.
2, 1. Looking for answers here, starting with James.
I'm hungry and I want some ham.
No.
Incorrect.
Oh, that's John Ratzenberger.
What?
Nick.
John Ratzenberger? Oh,
Nick.
sorry they didn't teach you that at
Oh man,
CrossFit.
it sucks.
And I want something else.
Scarpino. Scarpino.
Yes.
I'm just taking a guess here. The dinosaur?
That is incorrect.
Not-
What are you saying? Oh, come on. You got it wrong.
At least I know now.
Oh,
I know
God.
it is.
Ego.
Did she not get it either?
What do you got?
I mean, I didn't do as bad as Nick because I at least put Rex. No! But I know it's not Rex.
That's Wallace Shawn.
Come on, Greg, bring it back.
Mr. Potato.
There you go.
You got it.
This is gonna be perfect for Scarpino, though. He
End
needs
of round
this.
one, kind
Yeah.
of funny.
Like,
Has an
it's just
11
good
to 8 lead. I
emotional
think they
support to
started
have
really
somebody
strong,
there
and
with
then
him.
Funhaus came back.
He's doing good,
We
though.
have ourselves a match.
We do have ourselves a match. I'm surprised it's this close. I'm very excited. This might be the first
Why-
time
now-
that Nick has been in the lead.
Well, I was going to say, why are you surprised it's close? Is it something about Scarpino? You
I don't-
doubted
I
him
mean,
coming into this
hey,
match?
hey,
What is it?
I mean, he has those
weak
two
link is
looks.
Scarpino.
All right.
Oh.
All right. All right.
It's unfortunate.
Poor Nick.
We are now entering round number 2. We want to see some revolutions on there.
Funny because he hurts his back a lot.
Have you ever been in
Yeah.
this kind of old? He's old.
All right, here we
And
go.
spin.
That's a good spin.
That
Spin
is
is
a
in.
good
Spin is
Money,
in.
big money, no hits, no
Spin.
I
hits.
love that little kiss you did at the
Do you
end.
do like a spin dance so that you get what you want?
Right, his
Like a hula?
No whammy, no
Yeah,
whammy.
like a rain dance, but
That's a good. That's a lot of revolutions. We could power
Oh dear.
a small
Oh dear.
wind
It's coming. It's
farm.
coming.
Yeah, video game movies,
You guys
huh?
keeping it? You guys keeping it?
Do it. I don't know. He missed
Oh,
94.
do.
All right, let's roll the dice.
they're
They're
gonna
all
keep-
bad.
Here you go.
alrighty.
Games, video games.
Interesting.
All right, I'll ask kind of funny questions. How
That
about that?
sounds like a plan to me.
How about that?
Unbiased, I like
All
it.
right, all right, guys, you're gonna get 6 questions in this round. Don't forget your JT rules and multiple choice. First one coming in. Which video game character did Jean-Claude Van Damme play
Guile.
in Street Fighter?
Guile.
Guile.
That is correct for 2 points.
Fancy.
2
Colonel Guile.
points.
We have it.
Yes.
All right, all
They're
right.
not free when you've earned them, James.
Go back to CrossFit, James.
Second
Boot
question.
camp.
Second question out of 6. In Ready Player One, what is the avatar name of Ty Sheridan's Wade Watts?
Parzival.
Parzival.
I did not.
We're gonna go with multiple choice on this.
All right, here we go. Some names I've never seen. A. Parzival. B. Artemis. C. Tracer. D. Ack.
No, H.
H.
We're gonna shot in the dark. B.
That is incorrect. Incorrect. For Steel.
We'll steal Parzival.
That is correct.
Go. Good steal.
Nobody saw Ready Player
Daito,
One. Nobody.
Shoto, read it.
Everyone saw Ready Player. We read the book too. Come on.
Read the book multiple times, saw the movie multiple
Third
times.
Player One, everyone knows.
Third question.
Artemis is Ready Player 2,
Who
okay.
played Mario in 1993's
Bob
Super
Hoskins.
Mario
Bob
Brothers
Hoskins.
movie?
Bob Hoskins.
That is correct for 2
Right,
points.
that's how you do
Mario
it.
and Luigi Mario.
Classics.
Google
Fourth question.
I love that his name is
Luigi Mario is played by John
Fourth
Leguizamo.
question. How many Resident Evil films are there?
Mathis was the
6.
Damn.
You have 20 seconds to answer these questions, I might add.
I
How
wanna
about
go
multiple
6.
choice?
Multiple
I'm gonna say
choices.
not gonna
Yeah.
7.
Is it A, 4, B, 5, C, 6, D, 7?
I don't think I could answer this.
5.
That is incorrect for Steel Funhouse.
I think we're gonna go 7.
That is incorrect. Looking for 6.
Are you counting 3D? Is 3D count as a number?
Animated.
Do
Isn't there the animated one?
If it's animated, then there's way more than 7.
I don't
Because
even
I think there's like 2.
cinematically released, there wasn't an animated.
They
That's
said
true.
movies, not made for DVD.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Not made for DVD. Got to be cinematically. There's been Dead Space movies too.
We had
but
an
not
elite
in
team
the
of
theater.
experts gather around the Google machine, and we've come up with this. The challenge will be overruled 6 theatrical release Resident Evil.
We agree with your decision.
film.
Good job, everyone.
Great decision over there, guys. Good job.
They just huddled over there.
All right. Fifth question out of 6. A woman named Rose goes in search for her adopted daughter within the confines of
Silent
a strange,
Hill.
desolate town
Silent
in
Hill.
what film?
Got it.
All right.
Take a shot with it.
Silent Hill?
That's correct for 2 points. You guessed, but
Shandy.
you got it.
The one
Sometimes
movie you think
knowledge-
that Champagne will die?
That doesn't. For 2 of them.
His words, not mine.
Final question in this category of video game pictures is: who plays President Will Cooper in Pixels?
Kevin James.
We didn't prepare for
Kevin
Pixels.
James.
Really?
That is correct.
I never saw
Points for
Pixels,
Kevin
so I have
James.
no idea.
Never saw it.
And underrated
Trailer.
Absolutely.
19 to 9. Funhouse still has the jump.
Ready Player One.
Chaos in the
Much better.
It is chaotic indeed. You said it, Miss Movies. We are now going to go to Funhouse. James and Elise, it's your turn to spin. Someone step up and give us a spin.
Come on, muscles.
Yeah, show those muscles.
All right.
Blow out your
Why don't you
biceps.
land on Ron Howard like you want?
Oh dear. That was a great
Spin
spin.
is in. Spin is in. A lot of revolutions on the spins today, Brienne.
I'm liking that there. Oh, Meryl Streep cheer is happening in the audience. Is she even on there? Well, she is. Her picture's on there.
Is it? Okay.
Her picture
All
is
right,
on
coming
Oh.
down to
Damn!
Jim
Are you
Henson
going to
movies.
take it?
Are you going to?
I guess we keep it. But now there's so much pressure though.
I know.
That does happen. We can
I
get
feel
you
your
straight.
pressure when it happens.
I'm
You
gonna
think
need
you
an
know
answer.
something
You guys-
and then you don't.
Let's do it. I guess let's do it.
They're gonna do
All
it.
right.
She's feeling
There we go.
that lack of confidence because she said Frank
This
Oz and
was
not Jim
a
Henson.
listed strength of the
But at
team, a
least you
little
can talk it
fumble
through with
early in
your
the game.
partner,
That
so
sometimes
sure.
happens, but this is a
You work
redemption
through it.
Unless you
round
don't.
potentially here for
Talk with
Funhouse.
your
6
partner.
questions
Sure.
in the category of Jim Henson. Jim Henson. First one, in the Muppet movie, which comedian cameos as a sarcastic waiter during Kermit and Miss Piggy's first date?
Steve Martin.
That is correct. For 2 points.
She loves Steve Martin. I love Steve Martin.
Absolutely. Well,
I don't even remember that.
one of the reasons I got into comedy
Was Steve Martin
Absolutely.
and your favorite movie shop girl.
That's right. All right,
Claire Danes?
Second question. What Academy Award nominated song is featured in the Muppet movie?
Rainbow Connection.
Rainbow Connection. 2 points.
I don't really care for the first one that much. It's all about Manhattan and Christmas Carol.
Those are
Oh.
All right. Sounds good. Just
the muscles.
Just so you know, I'm gonna die alone. Here we go. Okay. In what Muppet film does Kermit lose his memory?
Muppets Take Manhattan.
Absolutely.
There you go. There's one for you.
The Whisper Campaign. And he
Elise was
joins
afraid of this
Phil,
category.
Gil,
Thought there would be a lot
Jill.
of pressure,
Yeah.
but she is
And Bill.
handling this category
All right.
so well.
He got hit by a car.
Sure did.
Okay.
That's what he gets for not looking both ways when he crosses the street.
Who plays prison guard Nadja in Muppets Most Wanted?
That's a garbage movie, but it was Tina Fey.
That is correct for 2 points. All right. All right.
Yeah, it wasn't really good.
Here we go. This would be.
Greg Miller's looking
All right.
a little bit
Fifth
nervous.
of
Or
six questions. Fifth of 6 questions. In Labyrinth, what is the name of Sarah's baby brother?
Boy, what
Phil?
boy?
I'll go Phil.
He is
Jill?
rolling around in her mind.
Multiple choice.
All
God,
right,
I
multiple
don't
choice.
remember.
A, Toby. B, Caleb. C,
John.
Michael.
I don't
D,
remember.
Joshua.
Toby.
I'll go Toby.
Gonna need an answer.
I don't remember. I've only seen the movie like twice and I don't remember.
Michael.
That is incorrect. Incorrect for a steal. Kind of funny.
It's Toby.
That's
It
right.
is Toby. It is Toby.
Yeah,
is
because
right.
I remember
One more
watching it and
question
I was
up.
like, oh, Toby. Toby reminds me of Paranormal Activity.
Final question. Final question.
Yeah, it was recently
What
that I watched it.
feature-length Muppet
And The
film was
Office.
the first directed by Jim Henson? All right.
Shots fired.
Muppets.
Take
By
Manhattan.
Muppet, do you mean the creations? The felt like create?
I guess it's Muppet movie.
We're gonna need an
Directed
answer.
by Jim Henson?
Is that your final answer?
Muppet movie? I don't think it's Muppet movie. Though.
All right, incorrect. Incorrect.
Caper?
Looking for a steal
Was
from
it?
Kind of Funny for 2 points.
Can we get multiple choice?
No,
You
you
do
did not,
not.
sir. Take us.
Treasure Island.
It's a Muppet movie.
Well, technically, Labyrinth is
All
the.
right, we're gonna need answers in
Don't give
5,
them any hints, Elise.
4,
I was 3 on the fucking loose.
1. Need an answer.
What do we got?
Labyrinth.
Incorrect. The answer was The Great Muppet Caper. Charles Grodin, Diana
I did say
Rigg,
that one.
One of the classics. All right, that brings an end
Don't
to
really
round
care
2,
for it,
but
though, 'cause Charles Grodin, I
we
don't
have
like him as a
ourselves
villain.
Game.
We have ourselves
Charles
a
Grodin.
game.
20 to
His uncle,
17 is
Martin
in here. All
Clifford.
right.
And it seems like old
All right,
times.
guys. We are into
Beethoven.
the third and final round. This will decide
And
it
the
all.
guy
Unless, of
who
course, there's
gives-
a tie, then we'll go to sudden
what's his
death.
name?
And that's
Anthony-
a whole
Anthony
other thing. I get
LaPaglia
bumped
lift in
overtime,
So I Married
I'm
an
okay
Axe
with it.
Murderer.
Here you go. You
Charles
are each
Grodin.
going to be asked to. So, Funhaus, you are down by 3 points, which means you will be given the chance to answer first. Your first number, you chose as number 3, that corresponds to the category of Tom Hanks, America's uncle, who is going to
America's
take
uncle.
this question.
I say America's dad.
I'll take it.
Elise is going to take it. All right.
In Labyrinth.
2-point question. 2-point question. Outside of the Robert Langdon films, Tom Hanks has played the same character more than once in one other franchise. What franchise is that?
Toy Story.
That is correct for
Damn.
2.
Yeah, see, I'm all thinking live
I
action.
know, me too, but yeah, you're right. It is It is
All
Toy
right.
Story.
Your next number you selected was number 11.
Reach for
that
the
corresponds
sky.
to the category of action/adventure. You guys can take this question and jump to the lead. James, you'll be answering this one.
Or Tom Cruise will be answering
Tom
this
Cruise
one.
for a little mojo magic there. All right, 3-point question in action/adventure. What is the name of the limousine driver that escorts John McClane to the Nakatomi Tower in Die Hard?
You know
I don't remember his
the
name.
answer to this. What?
Christmas.
Incorrect. The answer was
Right.
Argyle.
Argyle, the damn pig.
Indeed.
I like that.
Downtown
I like that
Hollywood,
answer.
Adam the Woo's pig. Argyle.
With that incorrect
Forgot.
answer,
Damn.
Funhaus
Yeah, me
is going to
too.
be given
I
their
forgot.
5-point
The do or
question.
die.
We are in potential TKO range, Brianne.
Yes, you've got to get this one correct in order to stay in the game and kick it back to Kind of Funny. Otherwise, Nick's going to get his first win. What?
Absolutely. Look at that, Scarpino. She really believes it. All right, 5-point question. You chose the number 6. Chose the number 6. That corresponds to the category of 90s movies. You can confer. You do have JT rules on the board. 5-point question. In 1991's Father of the Bride, who plays the eccentric wedding coordinator's
Martin Short.
assistant,
Oh,
Howard
B.D. Wong.
Weinstein.
Oh,
Weinstein,
assistant.
excuse me. Howard Weinstein.
Oh yeah, it's Martin Short.
No, B.D. Wong.
And your
B.D.
winner,
Wong.
by way of technical knockout, kind of
B.D. Wong.
Because he said assistant.
But
Right.
see, it's one of those situations where if you eccentric, and then you're like Martin Short, it's like assistant. Oh, B.D. Wong. That's woo.
Especially,
You gotta listen to the.
B.D. Wong played the assistant to Martin Short's character. So, with that kind of funny,
That was
has
a sneaky
20 to
wording.
19
Yeah, that's why you gotta
TKO
listen to it
victory.
before
We're gonna
you
hear
come
from
to
these competitors
conclusion.
here in a
We
second
jumped to
from
Martin
that
Short
big
on that
match.
one
Yeah.
too.
It was a big match. I'm
We
very
get so
excited for
excited,
Nick today,
but
but I'm also excited that Elise and James are local,
They did so
maybe
good,
they will
too.
actually return
They've
to the
got to take
Teams League.
taste
Not in the first
from
round,
blood
but
of the
they-
water,
they
then
killed
come
it in
back
the
here and
second.
compete. But right now, let's go to
Like
Jen
Jim
Sturger.
Henson.
That's Jennifer to you and me, back with the winners and losers.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with Kind of Funny. And that was kind of good. That was actually your first win, Nick. How are you feeling?
Question, I feel fantastic, Jen. I was expecting to come win the first 3 times, and I lost, and then I brought in the big guns, me. I brought me back, and Greg came and brought me some Starbucks.
Okay.
So-
Well, where are we going to be on that Toby question without me, huh?
I can't believe you pulled that out. I was going to answer Caleb, and you said Toby, and I was like, whoa, and we won.
Seems like some Jim Henson fan would have known that. You know, it seems like a Jim Henson fan would
It's
know.
funny
like,
because
one of
I
the top movies ever
don't
did.
go around purporting to be a Jim Henson fan like
Right.
some other people,
Right,
and
right.
then because normally I just drop the ball and everything, but I've never seen anyone drop the ball quite that hard today. As
This
it
was an
did
epic
today.
show.
Okay, but you were feeling pretty nervous that second round when she hit Jim Henson, were you not?
I was because I don't. To be perfectly honest, I wasn't happy with my performance today. I dropped a couple questions early in the round, and
Don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on
you
yourself.
know. But then I brought it back. I brought it right back, pretty much on my shoulders. The world sits.
No, it was a team effort. Again, you couldn't get it done without me ever. Just like, I'm the champ, you're the chump. You understand how the relationship works. Don't get a big head of
We
yourself.
did.
I can point to all the times you've lost without me.
Well, you know, it was those were warm-ups, and you would not even know how this whole thing works without them explaining it to both of us again when we came in.
Good point.
I'm pretty sure Greg had something to do with you winning today. Maybe he's your good luck charm.
I think so. I mean, I bring him around a lot of places. Like he gets to stand and get cooled off in my shadow, so it's really nice for him.
He's taller than you.
I was gonna say, short
Lots of
people
people.
can't cast a big shadow. You know what I mean?
I stand on chairs.
So what's next for you?
I want another match, and I want Greg and I to come at least another team, if not the entire league. I think we have a chance of going all the way. I'll be honest with you.
A chance. We
Because my
are
mama took one.
going all the way. I looked at your little wall
Oh,
of
no.
fame over there. Bring me Miss Movies. Bring me Sam Witwer. Bring me the kid who was the voice of the radio guy in Wet Hot American Summer. I'll lay them all out. I'm not afraid of any of these D-list internet celebrities you got. Sam Witwer is in a game called Days Gone, though, and it looks good.
I think we're done here. Oh, Funhaus. That was a little rough. You guys came back so hard in that second round. We were all rooting for you.
Yes, we did come back very hard in that second round.
I mean, I was talking about Elise.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, when we're on film sets shooting Mission Impossible 7, we don't have time to study movies as closely as we'd like to. We're not invited to those film sets, actually.
I thought there were going to be more questions about stunts, performing your own stunts, the kinds of different stunts that Tom Cruise has performed.
My thetan levels, but
Yeah.
there was none of that.
Yeah, no, we don't do any of that here. But you were very impressive.
Guessing
in the,
how old
in the
he
Jim
actually
Henson round
is
that you picked. I saw
in
you were going to
his
spin away from it.
Scientology.
Why?
Well, you know, I didn't want to put her on the spot. Her morale was pretty low
It's a
coming
lot
into
of
round
pressure.
2 because she missed the Labyrinth director question.
I don't know Labyrinth though. I don't know. You know, you second guess yourself. You shouldn't, but you do. And I thought maybe it was Frank Oz because Frank Oz seems to have more of like a prestigious directing career than Jim Henson. I'm kicking myself so much. I know Jim Henson didn't direct the Muppet movie. It's just that time crunch that you get in. Those 15 seconds fly by really fast.
And I know the limousine driver was Argyle. Why did I say Christmas? Ah!
No, but when you get under those lights,
It's a
anything
Christmas
can happen.
movie?
Were those lights shaking you guys up?
That
at
was
all?
released in July,
Greg was
which
shaking.
kind of hurts
You
the
know,
debate
that's
a little bit.
Well, he was literally shaking the table, like underneath it. I don't know if you can see, but he was shaking the table the whole time. I tried to write the Mr. Potato Head. I tried to write it, but he shook it. And my pen slipped. I wrote ham. So
Happens all the time.
Christmas
so
in July.
What's next for you guys? Are you guys going to come back and compete? Because we'd love to see you around here some more.
I would love to, especially now that I think we have a flow for it.
Yeah, well, I think we just need to find the right division, okay? Because we're kind of geeks at heart. She loves Lord of the Rings. I think we have a fair amount of knowledge we can share in that capacity.
He loves James Bond.
I love James Bond, but I think we have something that we can bring to this.
Give us a Quentin Tarantino movie. That's something we can both work with, I think.
So, aside from Quentin Tarantino, it sounds like you might be up for some inner geekdom, no?
Hey,
There's no James Bond in there anymore.
The belt fits. Do you guys have a belt for that one? Then yes.
We sits.
Wait, no, what?
If it fits, we sits.
That's a cat thing.
Back to you guys.
All right, you heard it there, Miss Movies. We got some spirited post-game comments from Kind of Funny.
If it fits, I sit.
Game over Greg.
Look at all
the
those
league on
chickens.
notice. They are re-energized. They are here. They are in it to win it. Now, I really like this attitude from Kind of Funny. It kind of is in line with my thinking towards
We've been watching a lot of Fail Army.
On the other side,
A lot of
Funhaus
Fail
has
Army, a
been
lot
great,
of
too.
news
Funhaus
bloopers.
looks like they're going to be continuing, hopefully, with the inner geekdom. I was really impressed with Elisa in that second round with Jim Henson, because not only is it just Jim Henson movies, it's also movies that are in the creature feature have come out of that, so it could expand even further. But I thought she did such a great job, and I'm looking forward to seeing both Elise and James and what they can do in a different division.
I agree with what you're saying there. We're coming to a close here, but I got to say, Brianne Chandler, Miss Movies, an honor to have you sitting at the desk with me here, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with your free-for-all opportunity.
Aren't you, though?
Yeah.
You're still on my list, Ken.
I like being on lists.
I'll be thinking about
Lists
that.
are good. So that brings to a close today's matchup. First thing here
Making a
on Patreon,
list.
we thank you guys for supporting the Movie Trivia Schmoedown on Patreon. Don't forget to share and like the matches when they're on YouTube. Join the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook group. All that good stuff. Closing thoughts about Patreon, which
I think this match is worth $1. I think it's worth it for $1 to come and see it early before it goes up on YouTube.
Absolutely, that is it. So we'll see you guys next time. I'm the Pit Boss, Ken Hapsock. That's Miss Movies, Brianne Chandler. We'll see you next time. Bye.
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 So Nick Scarpino walks away with a victory.
Yes, well-deserved victory for
Vikram.
victory for them.
And the Michael Scott Paper Company. Yes, Kind of Funny has a W under their belts. Already has a belt. I mean, if you make your own, why not flaunt it? And yes, Funhaus, they did all right. They did pretty damn good in Jim Henson. Not so much in the third round or the first round. But that middle one just shows how much you can fluff that score up
Especially
even higher.
when the wheel is in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, it doesn't always work out that way. And nobody used the JTE rule. And it's funny because we were just talking with our buddy Brent, who follows us on Facebook and all the social networking gin joints. But he was talking about how, what if you get in a situation where you spin the wheel and the 2 times you spin it are just not in your favor, and you still have all your JTE rules? What if we were to actually cash in all 3 of your JTE rules for another crack at the wheel? It's a gamble at that point, because you're either going to get screwed in that second round with a freaking category you don't know,
and you lost all your
JTE,
JTE rules.
But if you haven't used them by that point, and you want to take that gamble to get you even farther, I feel like that's something that could be worth looking into.
Very true, but when Brent told us that, I was like, you know what? Yeah, that does seem something that could kind of add a little bit more spice to what's going on.
Yeah.
That gamble between that second round. Like, do you want to lose all your JTE rules and spin again and hopefully get something that you know? Or just multiple choice it your way through second round and keep your JTE rules for when you kind of need them in the third round if you don't know those questions as well. So it's like
because it shows what happens when you land on a second or in the second round. If you land on a category that you do know, how immensely that could help you, and you may not even need those JTE rules.
Granted,
going in the third.
It wouldn't apply to if you got opponent's choice,
of course,
for that, but I don't know. I feel like it could be something that they could possibly work at.
Brent, great idea. I like it. It definitely adds a little bit of tactic to the game that is already ahead of us. So, we have another game ahead of us, and that is the boss himself versus the Mantz Man. Mantz! Movie release dates! So let's get into the battle. We already picked our Who You Got at the beginning, so let's do this now. We haven't seen what's going on with Mantz and Inman either. We haven't found out. Are they still going to keep their Team Trek alive?
Inman is part of the 5 Horsemen.
Yeah. There we go. Look at that.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the movie Trivia Schmoedown. My name is Mark Baby Carrots Ellis. I am joined by a man who is not so good at swallowing sandwiches, but he is great at announcing. He is the pit boss, Ken Knapsack. How are you, Ken?
I told you that in confidence. I'm glad to be here. My work release program has really stepped it up a notch to let me here. I am happy to be calling this match.
Ben Bateman, Scott Mantz. This is a matchup in singles, and it could get loud in here. Mantz comes into this match as the challenger. He hasn't had the best of luck in singles, and when you really look at both competitors, they're more known for their team exploits. Obviously, Mantz is part of Team Trek, and Ben Bateman a part of the dastardly Team Action. I look at these guys because we know Jason Inman and what he's been able to do in the Inner Geekdom League, but Scott Mantz has been a nice complement to Inman as a team, and then when Mantz gets out on his own, you know anything is possible when movie release dates is on the wheel, and it is on the wheel today,
Movie
kiddies.
release dates. Yeah, you saw what happened where Inman has moved on to the 5. He's moved on to the 5, but I can tell you, I've spoken to both these competitors. I know Jason and Scott very well. We go to Star Trek conventions together, and I just throw Luke Skywalker dolls at them. They split amicably. It's not even a really split. It's just different directions. Scott's looking to really start out anew here, and there's a lot going on in the world of Schmoedown right now. We got the Collider Collision coming up, Mark Ellis. You've got a special jacket picked out for that occasion?
Oh, it's going to be glorious, and it might be the color of blood because there's going to be some in the water that day as well as today. I will remind Ken Knapsack that fraternizing with competitors outside of this studio could be grounds for dismissal as a result of collusion. Ben Bateman, I look at the stronger of the two when it comes to team action.
Collider Collision.
I think that he knows more. He's more well-rounded than his partner Andrew Guy, who is a very fun performer. Not much else that I see in that brain as far as trivia goes. Ben Bateman and Scott Mantz, they're not going to have
taking some shots at Guy
here
there.
Today. It's going to be mano a mano.
Mano y mano. Is that how you say it? I don't know. I failed my high school Spanish class, but I'll tell you what. Bateman called out Mantz in the post-game of his last match, and Mantz accepted. I think Mantz just wants to compete. I think he wants to show people what he's capable of. But you never know. When I've seen Team Action get under the skin of Mantz and Inman back in the day. Inman confessed he almost wanted to start a real fist fight during that match. So we'll see. I know Mantz, don't let his happy-go-lucky attitude fool you. This guy is a competitor, and we've got some big stuff coming. The collision, but before we get here, this match is key because the winner of this match would move on to face John Roca, he of the cowboy hat fame, because that means we get 2 possible feuds continuing. Team Action, we've seen them with Top 10. Guy with the big spear heard around the world. Roca still see the chiropractor for that. And then you got Mantz Roca 3, possibility down the line. A lot riding on this match today, Mark.
Yeah, hopefully it won't get physical here today. And whether you're a casual fan of movie trivia or you know all the feuds that are happening and could happen in the near future, you're going to want to be a member of the Movie Trivia
I feel like it'd be more
Schmoedown
fruitful if it was
Patreon.
Ben
Check out
versus
our Patreon
Roca.
today. Select which tier is right for you and get more
Mantz
involved
and
in
Roca
all the
are kind of on the
carnage.
same
Well,
side
speaking
now.
of that C word, we had a lot going on in our pregame
They hate
interviews.
Team
Let's take a look.
No nonsense. I'm not here for a show. You wanted a show? I gave it to you. I'm here for one reason, and one reason only. And that's to embarrass that ridiculous chimp of a competitor, Scott Mantz.
Mantz in the house. Look, the guy's now permanent part of the Collider family. Perfect time for Mantz to return to the singles Schmoedown.
Are you kidding me? You need me to play Scott Mantz? You know, Mantz was in his prime when he played Golem in Two Towers. But he's gotten old, okay? The league has changed, Mantz. Your arch nemesis couldn't even make the cast of Space Cowboys. And after I embarrass you, I'm going to embarrass him.
He really thinks he's going to beat me? Okay, he got lucky with the team tournament. Mantz and him and Team Trek, we shall return. We'll go boldly again. But on the single side, Mantz, do I look like I'm sweating here? Do I look like I'm sweating? Do I look like I'm nervous? Do I look like I care?
This is the year of action, Mantz. You're no action. Get out of here. Go host the movie review show. You aren't part of the Schmoedown anymore. Your man left you, Mantz.
Here's the thing. Ben Bateman, he just shows so much disrespect, not just for the Mantz man, but for the entire Schmoedown process as a whole. He just gives the Schmoedown a bad name, and I'm here to show him a good one.
I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna show you
like the
once and
music.
for all, you, everybody else, every one of you
Need a
idiots that
score
thinks
of
I'm
the
not one of the
Schmoedown.
best players in the league. I am the best player in the league, and I will have every belt by the end of this year.
The boss. The boss is going to take you down. This boss is going to be the man. Mantz versus Roka 3. There are so many reasons why Mantz will win. The biggest reason is I just know my shit better than you.
We shall see.
I mean, you see there, Ken. Again, I told everybody that your eardrums might be ringing after this match, not because we aren't professional and know how to broadcast. It's because Mantz and Bateman, they can get up there in the octaves and the decibel range. It's going to feel
They
like
were
the
very
Who at Wembley
stern,
Stadium.
though, in those interviews. They were
Absolutely.
yelling.
That's a good reference to a rock and roll combo I enjoy.
Very
I'll tell you though,
calm,
Scott
collected.
Mantz, I think his name should be Turn Down the Game
Focus.
Mantz. That's what I think it should be. That's for all you audio mixer guys out there.
Look at that
Who's watching us today?
Yeah,
Look at all
absolutely
those
there. All right,
chickens.
well, we heard what they have to say.
We
I
have a
think
tail of the
we got a
tape.
little bit of
Just
tail of the
kidding. I
tape
know
here.
What are these guys good at, Ken?
What are they good at? Well, I'll tell you what. Scott Mantz is good at giving hugs. That we know.
Good hugger.
He has got some traps on him. And he is good, of course, at sci-fi, Star Trek, classics, and his expertise, movie release dates. And Ben, the boss, Bateman, his strengths include
Owning one suit.
action/adventure. Also action-adventure, classics
Yeah,
as
man,
well.
he's got different
proven
suits for
himself
every
in
day of the
Oscar
week.
categories, and
But
I
it's the
think
same suit.
general new releases, the
technically
kind of
only one.
movies
I don't
these
think
kids are
so.
seeing these days
think
with their
it is.
movie passes and
I think
whatnot.
it has
Like
multiple.
most great 1960s comics,
Multiples
he
of
only
the
owns
same
one
suit.
suit, but it feels like a fresh one every time I see
Okay,
him.
why
It
not?
is Mantz,
Work
it is
for,
Bateman. We are about to
Fred
get it
Flintstone
on, Ken.
and Batman.
And I'm looking at my watch. It does appear
And
that
George
it's
Jetson.
8:05. It is
Yeah.
time to rock. Oh yeah, then we do. It's time to Schmoedown.
Screeching halt.
Kind of a fake handoff there that I threw deep.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. You said 8:05. I thought about 6:05, the start of WCW and old TNT and Turner Broadcasting. All right, here we go. Are you ready for your introductions? Here we go. Introducing first.
Is he gonna come out with him then?
Representing Goliath.
Maybe.
With a record of 2 wins and 4 defeats. He is the 2017 Ultimate Schmoedown quarterfinalist. He is your friend, the Mantz Man, Scott Mantz.
Scott Mantz. Coming in
solo.
like a gun. That guy hits the jab. That's good. Tricep. That's
Too
good.
sexy, too sexy. No, too sexy.
He's got a
Mantz versus Roka 3. Mantz.
Whoa, he wants Roka, huh?
Bad. He's got to get through that.
I mean, obviously, because he wants to win this match.
Mantz versus Roka 3. It's happening.
Here
It's happening.
we
It's
go.
It's Mantz.
Mantz
Positivity
is
and
out.
muscle.
Mantz is out. But introducing his opponent. Representing Team Action with a singles record of 1 win and 2 defeats with 1 KO. He is the 2017 Ultimate Schmoedown Team Finals and part of the 2017 Team Heels of the Year. He is Ben, the Boss.
Yeah.
Oh, they're both here, Ken. Team Action. Schmoedown by Andrew Guy.
I love that he's got the little the cane
Briefcase,
now with him.
Andrew Guy with his now famous wolf head cane.
Yeah.
And Andrew Guy just cleaning off.
He's wiping down his...
Right.
Yeah.
Much like you see at the airport. He's shining
already.
shoes.
Look at that.
I've done that at a Chili's too. All right. Both competitors are out, Mark.
You know, Ken, I gotta just cut you off here real quick.
Oh, that's good.
Mantz, there's something I'd like to bring up with you real quick.
Okay, let's hear it.
You know, I've beaten you twice. This will be a 3rd time, and let's
Well,
make this
correction.
simple.
You didn't beat me. Your team beat us. You did not beat me. And
We
you
are
won.
action, Mantz. You lost the action.
No, the
So let's move on,
lost.
Mantz. I want your
You
slice.
and what do you mean you want my space?
Movie release
Your
date.
slice, Mantz.
Slice of
Check
what?
your hearing. I want your movie release date slice. I want this face on your slice.
Yeah.
When I kick your ass today.
Yeah.
I want that slice.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Going after Scott
Wait a
Mantz's
second.
pride and
You
joy
want
there, Ken.
your face on movie release dates?
On my slice, yes.
No. See, what happens is you have to earn that.
Oh, I will.
How are you going to earn that?
Well, we got.
Okay, here comes
Mantz, I never enter into a negotiation I can't win.
Contract going on here.
Really?
Mantz.
Okay, now I kind of want Ben to win because I kind of want to see his face on that
But it does
slide.
indicate that the Scott signs this. It would be saying that if Ben
really want my
wins,
real slice?
he would get his face on the movie release day. Will
Yeah, see, this is some added.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's in one of that famous yellow folders, so you know it's official. That has already been a notarized document and now signed by Scott Mantz.
Look at that.
Why does none of them get it?
Live
It's just
on
one more
C-SPAN to the floor of the Senate.
But he did say
after
if he
that
just
kind of
beats
debate
him.
right
This is
there.
gonna get straight to British Parliament here if we don't calm everything down in the studio. So we're gonna come back up here at the news desk after putting his John Hancock on a notarized document provided to him courtesy
It's
of
Herbie
Commissioner Thad
Hancock.
Williams. Scott Mantz and Ben Bateman are now ready to maybe not high five, but certainly ready to duel and movie trivia for 3 rounds. Ken, here's how it works. I did it right,
For the finish. You did.
Ken. Did it right. Your first question comes from the world of action-adventure movies. And your query is, what is the title of the 4th installment in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise? You don't have to write Pirates of the Caribbean, just need the surname.
I once fell asleep on that ride and wrote it 4 times.
They let you do that, huh? 5, 4, 3,
I don't remember what
2,
it's called.
1. Pens down, Ben Bateman.
That's Stranger Tides.
Stranger
Damn
Tides.
it.
Ooh.
That.
Ooh.
What does that say? What does that say?
Oh.
I challenge
I would
that.
say no.
It says on
I
Stranger
challenge
Tides.
that. That is a mess.
It says like Sonner
What do you think?
Turs.
Okay.
No.
Okay. 1 point. You got it right, Scott Mantz.
On
Challenge.
Stranger Tides.
Much better handwriting. Ben,
Challenge.
please, improve your
I
penmanship
couldn't remember
from
it.
I've got assistance for that, Alice. What do you
I
want?
started second guessing
Ken
myself.
Knapsack has your next question.
All right, question 2 comes in the category
It
of
could be the loss.
Oscars.
Should challenge it.
Oscars. This is not Sly Stallone's movie. This is about award winners. What film, released in 2002, won Best Picture at the Academy Awards?
All right, if I gave everybody in this room right now $1 if they've seen the movie Oscar, how many dollars down am I?
We'd owe 5 to
I've seen
Viviani
it.
alone.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Scott Mantz.
Chicago, bang bang.
Give him a point, Ben Bateman.
Chicago.
All right.
2-2 going into our next category. Certainly seen a lot of this already in the match,
not
and
good
that
with
would be
that stuff.
dramas. Your question is, Paul Newman reprises his role of Eddie Felson in what Martin Scorsese drama? I'm not sure what noise just emanated from the back of the studio. It sounded like a very disgusting yawn. 5,
It was
4,
actually.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, Ben Bateman.
1986, baby.
Ben Bateman, your answer, please.
The Color of Money.
Better handwriting, still not that good. Scott Mantz.
Color of Money, and that is actually true. I did see the Color of Money when I was a freshman
Casino.
in college.
He's not in it,
Thank
though.
you, man.
It's in the way that you use it, Ken. It's tied at
That's
3.
right. I didn't know they had organized.
Not even mad. I'm just
that.
impressed.
All right. Question number 4. Question number 4 comes in the category of family films. Family films. What actor shows up at the end of the game in Space Jam to help Michael Jordan and the Toons win the game?
It's in the way that you use it.
The 9
I really
minutes
want
of
to
my favorite
put what they
baseball
say
story.
in the movie, but it's wrong.
Nobody told me that Dan Aykroyd was in this picture.
5, 4.
Nobody
3,
told me Dan Aykroyd was
2,
in this picture.
1. Oh, we almost
Maybe I
settled
could give some
Scott Mantz.
assistance.
I'm gonna think like an animal, and whenever possible, look like one.
He got
Bill
Bill Murray.
Murray.
And
Bill Murray.
nailed the different movie
Bill Murray.
check. Bill Murray. In the
I just watched that movie.
is shown today. We are tied at 4. Your next question, gentlemen, from the world of fantasy/science fiction. And here's your question. This Academy Award winning actress played the titular nanny in the Nanny McPhee films.
It's taken me a long time to not giggle at that word.
It's always a challenge saying the word titular. You've got to get right to the Euler. 5, 4,
It's not.
3,
Damn it.
2, and a 1. Ben Bateman.
Emmett Thompson.
That one.
Correct.
1 point.
The
for
one I
Ben.
always
Scott
get her
Mantz.
confused with. I knew it's not Kate Blanchett, though.
All right.
All right.
One from Harry Potter.
5-4. Ben Bateman
Professor
still within range of
Twillian.
having a perfect round 1. If he
She's
does
in
get a
Saving
perfect
Mr.
round
Banks.
1, he will get a bonus
Twillian.
question asked just to him.
Was that God? I don't know.
All right. Question number 6. Question number 6 comes in the category of comedies. Comedies. In the movie Snatched, Amy Schumer's mom is played by what actress?
What?
Snatched?
Snatched. Titular and snatched.
5, 4,
Top question.
3, 2, and 1. Looking for answers, starting with Scott Mantz.
Goldie Hawn.
That is correct.
Goldie Hawn.
That is correct. Bateman
All
maintains
right.
his 1-point lead.
And his perfect round, Kenny,
That's
is
right.
within striking range of
he's
a bonus
almost there.
question. Your penultimate question, that means second to last for everybody at home, is from the world of horror thriller. And your question is, in the film Rear Window, who stars as the beautiful socialite love interest Lisa Carol Fremont? You know, Goldie Hawn was in the crowd at the Comedy Store, and I performed.
Is it the old one or the new one?
I made Goldie Hawn laugh.
I made
see her smile.
John Ratzenberger not laugh one night. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look for answers, starting with Ben Bateman.
Ingrid Bergman.
Incorrect.
Scott Mantz.
Grace Kelly.
That is correct to tie the
Grace
game.
Kelly.
Tie the game
Grace
at
Kelly.
6.
Perfect
I don't even know if
round
mine is an actual person.
All right, your last question
Yeah.
is from one of our Patreon
Pretty sure she
users.
is.
Thank you to all of our Patreon users. And
Just
you can
remember
submit a question
critically
during
acclaimed
that tier
saying
of
that
the Movie
name.
Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. The patron that submitted his question today
Thanks,
is
critically
Jeremiah Spivey. Thank you, Jeremiah, for your
Grace
continued
Kelly.
support of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown program. And it's in the category of animated. Jeremiah, you have the added pleasure of having your question read by Ken Knapsack.
That's right. What Saturday Night Live alum has provided his voice for roles in the animated films Inside Out, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and Sausage Party?
So I gather you were trying to make John Ratzenberger laugh.
I tried. I failed. I failed miserably.
Miserably?
The Sausage Party was my name for my 8th grade
5,
birthday party.
4, 3, 2.
It's not hard to make this guy
Hands
laugh
down, Scott
either.
Mantz first.
Bill Hader.
That's
That
correct.
is correct.
Bill Hader.
All right.
Bill Hader's well. We're tied at 7. These guys know their stuff, Ken.
Absolutely. This is a punch for punch fight here as we go into round 2.
I got a good view. Scott, why don't you go ahead?
All right. Maybe this one's got
deferred
to
to Mantz.
stop
Why does he get
pushing
to go?
him.
Why do I? What is
Because
he-
he's the favorite in the
Because I'm
match.
better
You're the favorite?
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
Says who?
more losses.
I
sir.
figure you'd be leaping at the wheel, Scott, because
This
movie release
movie's-
dates is on there.
Why?
And I will point out that one of these slices on the wheels not only has the picture of Scott Mantz, there's another slice that's lurking out there somewhere that is a Patreon slice, and that would be Christopher Nolan movies.
Yeah.
Anybody would take a chance on Christopher Nolan?
I would.
I
Patreon
would.
will get a shout out. Scott Mantz, without further ado, please give it your best spin.
Take a chance, take a chance.
Take a chance on me.
The spin is in.
Scott Mantz, one of the better distance runners in the
Oh,
league. John Mantz and Ben Bateman, all he can do is smile through those sunglasses.
Thank
We
you.
don't know what's going on under that suit.
Wow. Look at that.
But just
You
steps
got
up.
really
I
nice.
got the movie release dates
Okay.
all right. That is, wow.
All right.
Game over, motherfucker.
Oh, that's some harsh language
You rolled
there.
my slice, Scott.
Oh, wow. Look at
All
that.
right.
Oh,
We don't
my
know
slice.
whose picture is going to be on that slice at the end of the match, but Scott Mantz certainly in his comfort zone with movie release dates. Scott, your first movie release date question. In what
There
year
you go,
was the
Vanessa.
film Apollo 13 released?
95.
2 points.
2 points.
He is not wasting a lot of time here. Your next question, Scott. Tim Burton's Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, was released in
2007.
what year?
2007.
2 more points for
correct.
Scott Mantz. At least he let me finish the question that time, Ken.
Yeah.
All right, Scott, your next question. The Clint Eastwood classic Dirty Harry was released in what year?
76.
1971.
2 more points for
Damn.
Scott
Damn,
Mantz.
Mantz.
He's one away from a
Look at
perfect
him.
round.
It's like no
and
effort.
He can get it with this next
That
answer.
look over at Ben.
Sam Raimi's horror classic, The Evil Dead, creeped onto the silver screen
1980.
in what year?
1992.
That is incorrect. Ben
No,
Bateman for a
1980.
big steal here.
1980.
And I need an answer in
86.
5,
86.
4, 3.
1986.
1986.
Looking for 1981.
Damn.
1981. You might have been confusing with
81.
Dead Alive, the Peter
Yeah.
Jackson film, but Scott
At least
Mantz,
I was alive.
well done. A little stumbly there as he didn't stick the landing.
Still, but he
6
kept them
points
from getting
movie
2.
release date.
Yeah.
Very happy. Scott Mantz has to do this performance.
Yeah, that's a good round. That's a good round. You know, you take command, you putting pressure on your opponent. That's what it's about.
And go ahead, Ben. And there's the spin of the wheel.
Spin is in.
Not going to get movie release dates. What else could be? He could get his picture on the wedge by the end of the match, but he's not going to get that category looking at.
Spinner's choice.
That's just as good as what Scott Mantz did.
He would have done movie release dates.
Yeah, no, he would have. He's probably going to do Oscar movies.
Choices to get to.
You think spy movies for an action fan?
Going to.
I knew it.
Oscar
There you go.
Oscar movies. This is a category that Scott Mantz knows a little something about too. Interesting choice by Ben Bateman.
Yes.
Ballsy.
Yes.
That was a ballsy choice, mister.
All right.
He's been setting up on his
Ben,
Oscars,
you got 4 questions in the category of
has.
Oscars.
Look at him.
First one coming in. Who won an Oscar for playing Queen Elizabeth I
Kate
in
Blanchett.
Shakespeare in Love?
Kate, no. But I don't know who played Queen Elizabeth in Shakespeare. But I don't know.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Judi Dench.
That's correct for 2 points.
Yeah, he knew it. He just was waiting until the end.
We've been taking the time.
Just funning with
He's
it.
going to do it the whole time, right?
Yep, probably.
All right. Okay, second question. What was the last film Tom Hanks was nominated for an Acting Academy Award?
He knows it.
5, 4, 3,
Saving Private Ryan?
2, and
Castaway?
1.
Captain Phillips.
Incorrect for Steele.
Repeat the question, please.
All right,
So
that's
using
one
the JT rule, Ken will note it.
What was the last film Tom Hanks was nominated for an Acting Academy Award in?
Castaway?
Saving Mr. Banks?
Paper?
Incorrect. Looking for Castaway. Castaway.
Yes.
Love
He was
Castaway.
nominated for Captain Phillips.
100%.
He was not nominated for Captain Phillips. It was a snub.
What?
He wasn't nominated for Captain Phillips.
100% was. Yeah, I'm right. The Castaways from 2000.
Yeah, I think he was nominated.
Yeah.
Castaway's 2000. Captain Phillips was.
We've got a challenge on the table here.
Dang. Poor Tom Hanks has been out of
We
there
have
for a while.
consulted with a number of judges, and the ruling is that Tom Hanks was nominated for a Screen Actors Guild, not an Academy Award for Galaxy Stars. The question and the ruling stand as originally
Castaway.
called. It's 13-9.
Tom needs to get back in there.
Dang.
Two questions left to creep within
It's been
one.
so long.
For Bateman
Almost
to tie
20
Scott
years.
Mantz.
All right. We now go to your third question, Ben. Third question. Citizen Kane famously did not win Best Picture. What film beat it to win Best Picture for the films released in
Casablanca.
1941?
Come on, you're full of shit.
The sunglasses are off. Is he milking for the camera?
5, 4,
Is he really not knowing?
3, 2.
How green was my valley?
That is correct for 2
I
points.
think you know the whole time, Ken.
Oh, yes.
You're not
might
even
have
a good
known
actor.
Yes.
I knew you knew it. You're not even a good actor.
All
Not
right.
even a good actor.
Final question, Ben, in the category of Oscars.
Tie it up.
For what movie did Frank Sinatra win his Oscar for Best Supporting Actor?
From Here to Eternity.
That's correct. 4
We are tied going in to
Bateman.
round 3. You know, Ken, we had
I
a
feel
little
a
bit
lot
of fun
better
at each
going out
competitor's
in the
expense going
same
into the match, saying, well,
round
maybe the
as
teams that
him
help
Taking him
with
with
their
you.
opponents in various cases,
In the
they have
free
proved
throw.
themselves to know a variety of movie trivia categories so far, 13-13, as we go into round number 3, and this is the round that will determine the fate and perhaps whose picture is on the movie release dates slice in round 3. 5, because you're a fan of that number for reasons unknown. It's worth 2 points, and the category is in the world of the 2000s.
Okay.
These are movies released in 2000s. Name the action film released in the year 2000 that stars Brad Pitt opposite Robert Redford.
Oh.
Spy Games.
Spy Game.
2 points.
2 points.
And over to Ben Bateman.
Over to Ben Bateman. This match is as good as a vodka in my glass, Mark. This is good. Let's get
Are
to
you
it.
drinking this early in the day?
Yeah, I am.
Good for you.
Third, your first question, 2-point question. You chose number 3, Ben. That is the category of Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey plays a video store clerk who agrees to have his life filmed by a camera crew for a television show in what
His
film?
name.
Ed TV.
Ed
That's
TV.
correct for 2
That's
points. Tied this game up.
Go back
think
to Scott
Ron
Mantz. I have a
Howard did
feeling
that
we're going to
movie.
be going to 5 pointers here. Ken. Your next question, Scott Mantz. You selected number 10 because it is a multiple of 5. It's worth 3 points. And your question is in the realm of the 1980s. Different decade, different point value. And your question is, name the 80s movie starring Eric Stoltz about a teenager with a skull deformity attempting to live his life as normal.
Not the Mask.
That is
correct. 3 points for Scott.
That's very
Mantz.
important.
Cher,
And
Sam Elliott,
Also a
Laura
great
Dern.
series of toys that they're going to make onto the big screen.
Mobile Armored Strike Command.
Mask.
I have several of the toys in my closet now. All right, we've got number 7
Rocky
for
Dennis.
you, Ben. Your 3-point question will come in the category of war movies. War movies. 3 points. Who plays Command Master Chief John James Ergale in the 1997 film G.I. Jane?
It's on Ed Harris.
To hit this.
I don't remember at all.
Viggo Mortensen.
Do 5.
Is it Viggo
don't
Mortensen?
know.
3, 2.
Repeat the question, please.
All right,
I know,
first one.
But he wasn't really that big then.
Who plays
though.
I know he was in
Command
Daylight.
Master Chief John
Guys,
James
spoilers.
Ergale in the 1997 film
Viggo Mortensen.
G.I. Jane?
I think he was in it.
Good for answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Aaron Eckhart.
Incorrect. Incorrect answer is Viggo Mortensen. Viggo Mortensen.
Viggo Mortensen also in Young Guns 2, and now
He
Ben
is pulling
Bateman
that.
could be
Is he
going
in
down in
Young
a
Guns
blaze
2?
of glory if he doesn't get this 5-point question. He's all of a sudden on his last leg.
Sheriff, I think I need to have a movement.
Deep cut.
That's a deep
5-point
cut.
question. Coming in the category.
We need to watch Young Guns 1 and 2.
Because you
I don't have
number 17. Oscar movies. Oscar movies.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
5-point question.
Ben, given the nature of this question, we're going to give you a little more time to answer it. It just involves multiple factors. So,
In Oscars history, only 3 films have won the Big 5 for Best Director, Best Picture, Actor, Actress, and Screenplay. Name
gosh.
2.
Of the
Gonna give
films
you-
that have won.
The Big 5.
Gone with the Wind?
I have no idea.
Repeat the question, please.
In Oscars history, only 3 films have won the Big 5 for Best Picture, Director, Actor, Actress, and Screenplay.
Some
Figured
old.
this would be something he
old-
would have studied.
It would be, yeah, but it would be older movies too.
The Silence of the Lambs, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
That is correct.
I don't know. Maybe he got better at acting from round 2 to round 3, but I really was not sure
Real nice.
if he knew that one or not.
Nice,
Wow.
nice to pour on the suspense for him, Beatty.
Yeah.
We go to Scott Mantz now. He only trails by 2
Damn.
points, but he only has 1 question left in the bank, Ken. It's his 5-pointer.
Gotta get it.
Scott. He said number 15 because, again, he just can't get enough of the number 5. And this
Number
one is worth
5
5
is
points.
alive.
And your question is in the world of fantasy science fiction.
Oh, come on.
Star Trek.
And your question is in The Lion, the Witch,
Oh,
and the
no.
Wardrobe,
Oh no.
what English character actor and Harry Potter veteran plays Professor Kirk, who takes in the pensive children?
Repeat the question, please.
Second one.
In The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe,
Jim Broadbent?
what English character actor and Harry
I'm
Potter
gonna go
veteran
Jim Broadbent.
plays
That would
Professor
make
Kirk,
sense.
who takes in the
John
Pevensey
Hurt?
children?
Is John Hurt in it?
I'm gonna go Jim Broadbent.
Yeah, you can. It would be your third and final JT rule.
Okay, third and final.
I'll stick
And
with you
it is
because
again
honestly,
in
I
The
can't
Lion, the
remember
Witch,
at
and the
all.
Wardrobe, what English character actor and
And I
Harry
like Jim
Potter
Broadbent.
veteran plays Professor Kirk, who takes in the Pevensey children?
Richard Harris?
Oh, he was gone by then.
And your
Damn.
winner with a score of 20-18, Ben the Boss Bateman with the Jim Broadbent.
Plays
Yeah.
Professor Kirk and Ben Bateman
Yes,
by
he
the skin
plays
of his teeth.
Professor
What a match
Horst
put forth here by Scott
Slughorn.
Mantz. What a challenge
He's the
to
armchair.
Ben Bateman. We still are sorting out
Wow.
exactly what the paperwork was that Scott Mantz signed. Really an unfair thing to do on the commissioner's part, just give him a folder of the notarized documents to sign right before the match. But be
That's
that as
awesome,
it may, Ben
though.
Bateman certainly earning the victory,
That's good
but a
for Ben.
hard-fought
Good
one
for
over
you,
Scott
Ben.
Mantz. Ken, your thoughts?
Wow, I'll tell you what, both these guys came out on fire. That first round was just shot for shot.
7
Even
points each.
second round, they came out tied. Third round, it just came down to maybe
Man.
the order of questions, what you knew, those pockets of knowledge buried in your mind. Jim Broadbent, that's a great answer, a deep cut. It just didn't come to Scott Mantz when he needed it. But don't take anything away from Ben the Boss Bateman. Wow, team action.
I think Jim Broadbent would have a lot of deep cuts. He's in a lot of movies, but he's
That's right,
also a
Andrew.
lot
That's
of
certainly
subtle
looking at
characters
his,
too.
Teammate with
It's
a lot
true,
of confidence right now. Ben Bateman, a lot of confidence, strike out on his own as well with team action. And for Scott Mantz, he always gives a hell of a show, and today he gave a hell of a trivia performance as well. We're going to have an interview with both Scott Mantz, the loser, and Ben Bateman, the winner of today's match, right now with our very own Jen Sturgeon. Jen,
This is gonna
take
be
it
fun.
away.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with Team Action and the boss, Ben Bateman. Congratulations on a well-fought match, sir.
It's a good looking slice. Well, it'll be better looking soon. You know, it was a great match. It was a great match. I'm not really here to mess around anymore. You know, we've got a performer, we've got a trivia guy on this team. We both do both. All right, you guess which is which. I took this thing down today like I needed to. This slice, it's gonna be mine soon. And anything else you guys want to hear from me, you'll hear in trivia.
You know, that was a really well-fought match. That may be match of the year. You know, I think... Excuse me?
No, nothing. Well, it would have been match of the year if we hadn't gotten cheated at the live event, but, you know, that's cool.
Still hanging on to that, huh?
Wouldn't you?
No. Anyways, you did a fantastic job with Oscars. I feel like you're really proving yourself dominant in a lot of different categories and just a more well-rounded competitor. What are you doing to prepare for these matches now that's different from previous?
Well, you know, Jessica, as I mentioned, I don't have a lot of time. So if you want to set something up with my assistant, as I mentioned to you last time this happened, we can talk about it a little more then, okay?
Cool, Andrew. I'll give you a call.
That was funny. Yeah, it was really good.
Anyways, the whole point of this match was, one, winning the slice, which is now yours. Congratulations. And two, you're going to be facing John Roca.
Hey,
fantastic.
look at this.
Look at this.
I'll let you handle them.
and Yodi.
Well. Oof, man, those glowing
Yeah.
red shoes. Those glowing red shoes.
Yeah, they're good, right?
Ben?
How many shirts you have so far?
All right, everybody calm down.
Why are you here, Roca?
Ben, you earned your shot. You did a good job. You took care of Mantz. You were a kid, you were a rookie. You made your way. Now, you've been talking about facing me, and now it's come. You and me, toe-to-toe. And this is to get into the singles tournament. You're out your goddamn mind if you don't think I'm going to whip the shit out of you to get in that tournament. 'Cause I want my
Yeah,
belt back,
there's the
boy.
Roca we
And I'm
know.
going to take it from
It's
you
been a while.
one piece at a time. One little handkerchief at a time. I'm going to take you down. You understand?
You know, Roca,
And I'm
last
gonna
I
give that boy
remember,
a real lip. so
last
he
I
knows
remember,
came
you were
for real.
walking away when I kicked your ass at the free-for-all. So how about you shut your mouth?
You kicked my ass at the free-for-all. You won by 1 point. How do you define kicking someone's ass? Are you like a dumb?
I recall saying bye, Roca, and watching
Yes,
your
you
ass
did.
walk out the door.
You did, and then you walked
What do
right
you
out
call
the door
that?
right after me. So what are you talking about? If you won the free-for-all, maybe you could shoot his mouth off. But you
Roca,
didn't. You
Save,
lost.
save it for the ring, Wild
There's
Hog.
nothing to say. There's nothing to say for you. And listen, I'm going to send you some money. We'll get you a suit that fits, not one out of a kid's gap. By the way,
Baby
By
gap.
the way, this. Never forget.
You want to get these shoes on camera?
Yeah,
here?
get the shoes on camera. Get those shoes.
Get out of
those
here.
shoes.
Get out of here.
I saw them at Ross.
Riley,
I saw them at Ross Dress for Less. Riley,
get your
tell
guy out of here. Get your guy out of here.
Tell them, Riles.
Hey, thanks, Riley. Nothing but respect for that guy. Real champion right there.
That guy was going to kiss you the whole time.
Damn. Real
It was
champion.
uncomfortable. Really uncomfortable. I just was really grossed out by what just happened.
That's all. Yeah. You know, Jessica, if you want to set something up, like we said, but we're done here, okay? Thanks a lot.
Oh, Scott Mantz.
Oh, Scott.
That might have been the match of your life that you played out there today, and it came just short.
That was a great match. You know what? All kidding aside, Jen, all the smack talk aside, all the playing up, all the WWF stuff that goes on here at the
He's gonna go
Flyers
somewhere else
Schmoedown
with that.
here, that was a great match. Ben played a great game. You know, he knows how to kick up the tension by like waiting before he gives his answers, and then he gives the right answers.
Did that mess with you at all?
No, because I knew what he was doing. But you know what? To score 18 points and still lose shows you just how great this match actually was. Ben played a great game, and you know what? It isn't how you win or lose. It really is how you play the game. That was a really well-played game. Two pros who really knew their stuff, and he just knew a little bit more than I did because I hated The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I even think I fucking fell asleep in that movie. It came out in, I don't even know when the hell it came out. Like 2005. All right?
Probably.
Is that right? Yeah, right.
Somewhere around 2005, 2006.
Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion and the Witch and Wardrobe. That was December of 2005. But yeah, that was just a great match.
He was always competing with himself.
I still feel really good.
So if you're feeling good, I hate to bring up the obvious, but you lost your wheel slice.
I'll get it back. I'm not worried about. I'll get the wheel slice back because you know what? Movie release dates are still my thing. They always will be. I don't need to have my face on a wheel slice to prove that. That wheel slice will always be mine. Everybody knows it. Everybody who knows me, everybody who knows the Schmoedown, everybody who knows Ben Bateman knows whether my face is on it or not. That wheel slice is mine. Mr. Movie release dates, it's mine. Movie release dates, it's mine. The song is mine. Fight for life. That's just the way it goes.
Fight for life.
I love it.
Thank you so much. Really excited to
have
see
him
what you
join
do next.
the
I know it won't be Roka,
Club?
but I'm sure you got something up your
I'm
sleeve.
so close to Roka. Damn. I know that's what y'all wanted, right? It's what I wanted too. It'll happen someday.
All right, can't wait to see you there. Clearly, Scott
Love
Mantz.
Mantz.
He always has a smile on his face regardless, but you can clearly tell that he is very, very dejected after losing to not just anybody, Ben Bateman, who likes to rub it in the loser's face from time to time. Ben Bateman, as confident as ever, he might have hit a new level of cockiness.
Team action that just they keep reaching new levels of eval, as you would say, and they are a thorn in a lot of people's sides, but you cannot take away their
more
success.
focused.
They do know their stuff.
To quote Grandpa Simpson, that doll is evil, and he likes Frogurt. That is going to do it for us here today on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. I want to thank Ken Knapsack for being such a great partner with a broad back to carry me, Mark Ellis, Baby Carrots. Make sure you guys check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Find out which tier is right for you today. Check out the Schmoedown Rundown on iTunes and the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page. Ken Knapsack, where can the kids find you?
You can find me anywhere at Ken Knapsack. I used to wear an onion tied to my belt, which was the style at the time.
Hey everyone, I heard Alex Damon needs a challenger for the Star Wars Schmoedown Championship, and I'll do it. Alex is really, really good, but I guess I'll do it. I'll see you there.
Okay.
So that was an interesting match.
Hell of a match. Ben Bateman, you are killing it. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're studying, whatever flashcards or something you're doing, it's working and you're doing an awesome job. Although I will, because you are team action, I have to go for everybody else on the other side.
I'm so happy he walked away with the win. The guys did deserve a little bit of success and victory after that live event. I still do stand with the fact that I think that they should have been able to accept the Giancarlo Esposito answer because they said they didn't hear him. So this is retribution for sure for him to be able to go after Roka. I do kind of prefer that it's Ben again going after Roka because I feel like their rivalry
their
is
rivalry
hot right
is
now.
yeah
compared
so
to
hot right now.
compared to the man. We've had Mantz, we've had Roka
twice already.
I want to, and they're not really battling each other right now. It just kind of does make more sense for action to go up against the Five Horsemen.
Right, because recently we just saw Andrew get kicked out of the league for a little bit because of what he did to Roka.
Yeah.
So this does make more sense that he would go after Roka. It would be Ben Bateman versus Roka. And this time it's just them two. They don't have their partners to help them along the way. So I'm really, really looking forward to that match too.
And especially because Ben has been actively training, clearly, in the areas of expertise that Roka tends to hang his hat, no pun intended. So it would be a hell of a fight for him and better for him to train and come up with a victory over Roka in the path he's choosing.
What if, though, now, because he does this speculation with Mantz with the movie release dates, what if he does it again with Roka and he's like, I want my face on that Western slice, or I want my face on that biopic slice, to kind of give that little, nudge, knife to Roka there too, so that would be kind of interesting, and it would go to what you said, having Ben Bateman's face on every wheel slice.
And it'd just be fun as like a little invasion type thing that he's dominating these categories for his character as the boss to be able. And it sucks that his stuff got stolen too out of his car. His custom made briefcase, and of course that did have his nameplate and everything inside, I assume. And someone broke into his car and stole it, which sucks because that was a perfect addition to his character. I love the red shoes. I love the red handkerchief that comes with the pocket square. And then I'm digging the freaking cane that guy's carrying around too.
It reminds me of Lucius. He's basically like having that Lucius feel to it. So.
Yeah, it's awesome to see where these guys have gone. They don't have to yell, they don't have to scream, they can talk very sternly and get the point across as well. I did love that little bit of respect too thrown at Mark Riley, where he's just like, no, he's the real champion right there. Respect to the real champ. And it's like, all right, see, they still have that mentality of, you know, putting the spurs to Roka and just saying, oh, by the way, that champion right next to you is the real champion. And it's like, well, throwing some deep seeds into what is growing in the Five Horsemen. So I'm looking forward to that path for team action. Can't wait to see how it plays out between him and Roka. Other than that, more fun matches like Funhaus and, of course, Kind of Funny. I enjoy them, and I can't wait for Collider Collision. It is coming very, very soon. I think we're a week away.
Yes.
So thank you guys for watching our reaction double dose for the movie trivia Schmoedown. You can like and subscribe.
And do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, start.
All the social networking you can join, so you know where they are. Kicking the party, fuel the party, keep the party going, and our Patreon gets us where we need to go. If you don't want to do that, you can always just go and buy our merch.
Yes, we have merch now, so if you go to spreadshirt.com/late to the party, there are 2 designs on there right now, but there are more coming, so wait for that as well.
Check that out. Check the ones we have there now. The link is down below and in the description of this video. So thank you guys so much. Check out our Ant-Man non-spoiler review available now. And as always,
now it's time to say goodbye.
This party's over.
Bye.